Alrighty. So I didn't manage to pop on yesterday. Unfortunately for me, my internet went out last night. But I was still able to play offline, so you might see a couple of new things in here. I do have a setup for liquid hydrogen and oxygen. But I'm gonna make a tweak to it. And I have expanded on the petroleum silo here because we've been making a lot of it. As you can see, they are empty, but as soon as I press play here, there's a lot of petroleum. Because most of these are full, and they're working their way inside. So yeah, no shortage of that. So we're going to be using these engines for a while. Another issue I was having was yesterday I kept expanding this and using it for rocketry. Turns out that was a bad move because these areas down here, if there's not a space background, and it's like this area here, it's like this likes to hold temperature and gas. So the issue I was having with the rockets being down here is that hundreds of degrees would just be lingering in this area, and it would start cooking these tanks over here. So I took that out, put that back up here, which, you know, hindsight's 2020 and all that. I love that I wasted so much time thinking I was going to set that up, and that I didn't need a base platform for the rockets, because you can't launch the rockets without a platform underneath. I mean, I didn't think that was the case. I thought they kind of just were held in place with the scaffolding, but that is not the case. So I actually put mesh tiles here because I'm still working that temperature out from when I did have the rockets down here. And I'm noticing that they are out right now, so I will have to put these bunker tiles in shortly. And I was thinking about vacuuming this out, because that might keep the heat from coming in here, because it still comes in here when I launch the rockets. So if I vacuum this and just lock it in, I assume there'll be no temperature coming from the rockets, but I'm not 100% on that, because the animation that plays on this thing, the flames shoot like 5-6 tiles downward. Oh, well, this is wonderful, isn't it? These are flooded. Alright, so here's where I'm doing the liquid hydrogen and oxygen shenanigans. This was not an issue yesterday. But I am saying that these what am I trying to say? Just call them HVACs. I'm saying that these HVACs are flooded, which was, that wasn't happening yesterday. So maybe that's because I saved and loaded. Did the game check that again? So these aren't operating because I was getting it really cold here. In fact, I already tested it and the system does work. It is slow, but it does work. And I think the reason why it's slow is because I'm running the hydrogen through the water, and it's actually been keeping the water chill. So there's like no reason to have the turbines. It never gets hot enough in here. But it is getting colder in here. So I was like, alright, well, if it's working, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to let it run. It's going to take a while. But now it's not running at all, so I didn't think I'd be having to deal with this today. Turns out you cannot have the HVAC flooded. I mean, it makes sense, but again, I wasn't having this problem yesterday, so I don't know why it's a problem today. The tweak that I have to make is liquid hydrogen. So here's what I was planning on doing. I was going to let this system run until it cools the oxygen down, liquefies it, and just let it keep running until the hydrogen hits the temperature it's supposed to be to liquefy. And then this thermosensor will turn on and be like, oh snap, that hydrogen's cold. Let's let it into this room. And it'll just drop. But I don't think that's going to work. I haven't got to that point yet to see if it will work. I just don't think it will. Because it has to be specifically the correct temperature, which is like negative 200 something. Negative 252. I think I even set that. No, I set it to 260. But these things don't tend to flash exactly when that temperature is met. So if I set it to 252 and it turns this vent on and then that blob of gas goes in this room, I don't think it'll be 252 anymore because this is a vacuum. So it's going to come in here, it's going to spread its chill around, and even some of that temperature is going to leach into the insulated tile. I mean, even though insulated tile does a good job at keeping temperatures at bay, as you can see, these insulated tiles are green. So there is a little bit of temperature shift. And if I have to get the number exactly right, even the temperature change from insulated tiles would mess that up. So I don't think this will work. And the tweak I need to make is to control the amount of gas that's going through here. Instead of being 1,000 grams, I need to just use the method of putting beads of gas or beads of liquid through pipes and then cooling them as much as I want to, and they'll never state change because the amount's too small. So basically, I need to take this gas out of here at some point, or, better idea, just take it out, put a gas valve, feed it back in. But then it'll feed back in as like these small pockets of hydrogen gas. But I can't do that right now because is this still running? I mean, it should be, right? No, it's not. It's a little confusing. Because I set this up exactly like I would the aqua tuners. So I thought this would still be moving. Maybe there's too much. I think considering it needs to use the bridges, I'd probably take out a blob for each bridge, so 4 blobs. I set it to a 9. Besides the petroleum and this setup and changing the rockets around, I can't really tell you what changes I made yesterday. It's all kind of a blur. It was also full of a lot of troubleshooting yesterday. Been having issues with the oil wells and the water locks breaking on them. Hello? Somebody? Good. That's good to know for the future. So for every bridge, take out a single blob. I guess I could go ahead and set up the valve now. Good thing I left myself this area to work in. So we need gas valve, control the volume. I don't think this will freeze this liquid lock I have here. I hope not anyway. I'm just gonna send it, see what happens. Alright, cut there. That probably needs power. Oh, it doesn't, surprisingly. I like how doesn't a gas shutoff need power? I guess that makes sense. It is just a valve at the end of the day. Flooding. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I really thought this would work. I am sure that I'm doing something wrong. This is my first time building this. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but I don't like to copy other people's builds, so I didn't look it up. I just sent it based on what I know. And what I didn't know was that water on the HVACs would be a problem. Oh well. We do have room. We could move this up one. I can fix it. As long as it's moved up one. But okay, we could do mesh tile. We'll have to move the vents over a little bit, I'm sure. And then the HVACs can be sitting on the mesh tiles. That way we can keep the room the same size, still keep the water in it if I ever need to cool things down. And I'll go the extra step and take the ventilation out of the water. Was I paused? What's going on? Yo. Anyone coming up here? Hello? Where's everybody? There's one person. Where's everyone at? And make sure I don't... Why are you guys... Oh, I did set up a sweep task. Yeah, that's my bad. I've been doing a lot of cleanup. That reminds me, there's something else I added. I finally decided to add a debris chiller in the base because we were actually starting to get cooked yesterday. This area right over here, it was so much worse. And it probably took a week of cycles, like 7 cycles, for all my dupes to move all this material from this room onto this single tile right here, which we're chilling with this. Which means, yes, I've been finally taking out these stupid buckets that I've been wanting to get rid of. I've even had some of them scald when they were working in here and moving all this stuff. But yeah, they're basically done. Now it's just the auto sweeper's job to finish the rest of the movement here. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and get these bunker tiles in because I'm really worried about that. This is kind of important. Alright, we'll deal with taking more temperature out of this room area, this area later. Right now I got rockets on their way back, and I don't want to add any more temp to this when they land. It does go down pretty fast once you have it opened up to space, though. I mean, at least it's not like 200 like it was before. It was awful in here. Like when I was trying to set this up, putting any water in here was impossible because it was instantly flashing the steam. I like whenever I have to replace this floor, it's very quick because this docking station on this side and then the docking station on the top. Yeah, 2 groups of people to handle it. I set up some automation here too. So, they will get trapped in here, by the way, so I probably need to set a delay on it. Oh, there is a delay, I think. Let's see, if input's receiving green, continue sending a green signal for an amount of buffer time after input receives a red signal. It's called a buffer gate. Okay. We stick that like there. I mean, it's not an emergency, but sure. Because they waste so much duplicate labor just coming in here and grabbing like 10 kilograms of oxalate. Instead of just grabbing it all in one trip. So I mean, I could just cut that and we're good, right? Now I can set it, right? 5 seconds? Okay, well that depends. We're talking about 5 in-game seconds because I run at triple speed. I'll leave it at 5 seconds. That might be enough. I do need to watch them whenever they come in here. Okay, oxygen. I did have to troubleshoot some oxygen yesterday. This is powered off. My batteries are empty? Excuse me? Excuse me? Why are my batteries empty? How have you done this? It's priority on the wheels are 1. Make that a 9. We have O2. I don't like that we stopped producing it. I did add a gas pump here and there. Since we're filtering out so much polluted O2, we're actually producing oxygen in this room. But especially in this room. So we're getting more O2 that way. I don't know if you guys were here when I added the other aqua tuner. It's slowly working the temperature down in here. It's still 40 though. At least it's not 50 anymore. Alright, check on the batteries. Okay, we're back up. I think the meteor shower is what did it. I think all the automation up here. I think that cooks us for a second. I was thinking about taking the auto sweepers out because it is a lot of power draw every time a storm happens, and then there's about to be another one because these are closing right now. I want to go ahead and test this. So this has 3912.4. 3912.4. Okay, let's try that again. 3912. Point. Oh, you can't put a decimal. Fair enough. Alright, that's full. That turns the door on. And then they're allowed to get in here. Okay, maybe I should have them Well, they don't have a rocket to take that oxalate to yet. So I guess I have to wait. And then 5 seconds pass, which is... It probably is real world seconds, but since I'm playing ×3 speed, it's like 1.3 or something. Which is... That should be more than enough time for them to exit the room. But yeah, I also added a conveyor rail for gold. Because another issue is them having to get in here to replenish us with gold, which is a problem because I'm trying to keep this door locked so they stop grabbing the oxalite. Oxalate. Depends on my mood. Just want the sweeper to do everything with that. I'm really just waiting for the rockets to get back so I can test that. Oh, right. I am dumb. So how do I send the excess? So if I set this, I think that they have to be 100-gram packets to not flash. And then the excess can go to a gas reservoir. Oh, that fits snugly, doesn't it? Like it was meant to be there. I don't want these 100-gram packets to combine with other ones back into the pipe and make 200-gram packets. You know what? The easiest thing would probably be to just hook this up to this. Yeah. Just take the valve out. I'll put that in. We're going to take all the hydrogen out. That way we could control this a little better. Actually, regular tiles will be faster to build. This is all temporary. I'm noticing that time our batteries didn't go down to 0, but we also have some people on the wheels. There's nothing wrong with having that set to a P9 because we got plenty of dupes. Apparently not enough to actually get anything done. I mean, not with the wheels set on 1 at least. Or 9, so set it back to 1. And maybe then you guys actually go over there. Oh wow, this reservoir is actually going down. What a day to finally see us chewing through this natural gas. The disconnect tool is the absolute best. What a tool that I've waited far too long to start using. We'll use that to control, make sure we have the correct amount of hydrogen in there. And that should just be feeding in, right? This one's not moving. What's up with that? Hold on. Why would this not be moving? I don't think it's because of the vent. Well, I'll cut it, see if that's... Huh? Huh. I mean, you'd think it would just continue like the rest of them were, because none of these getting backed up. I mean... Okay. Sure. Now what happens if I cut it? Okay. I don't know what to tell you there. Get past the first HVAC and then we'll just cut it again. That should be good. I don't know what happened there. Alright, rockets. They gonna show up around the same time. Ooh, 99%. That is... Oh no. It's finally happened. Oh shit. A meteor storm about to happen? Right when the rockets are about to show up. Oh, fuck. I didn't think this could happen. I got away with it for so long without it happening. I thought to myself, you know what? The game wouldn't do that to me. It wouldn't let a meteor storm land when my rockets are trying to land. And that's about to happen. Unless the storm's done, this is opening. Ah, shit. So there's a storm about to start. That's even worse. So the rockets are crashing through the bunker doors. I can't stop it. Alright. Hopefully they get here quickly. And I could shut these quickly. Or maybe I can like... I don't know what's going to happen here. We might get cooked a little bit. Maybe the meteor storm happens first and it's quick and then I don't get destroyed. Or I don't lose my bunker doors to the rockets. No, no. Fucking space mission complete. 300 seconds. Or 277, but round it up. Yeah, this blows, man. I mean, I can't control it. I can't tell them to wait in orbit to land. They're just going to send it. There it goes. Any meteors that want to come through, welcome yourself in. I can't with this game, man. I mean, it's pretty... well, we might get some things fucked up. Alright, fully land, please. Alright, close this. That'll help us out a little bit. Oh, no. Fuck. That wasn't too bad. I just hit the robot miner. I'm surprised I didn't break these conduction panels. As vessel 3? What's this one? This is Gemini? Son of a bitch, I gotta open this back up because the other one's coming in. No! Please, please not be considered open. Son of a bitch. What a mess. What a fucking mess. And it's the longest meteor storm ever, too. And welcome aboard, I guess. Or welcome home, I think is more appropriate. Oh, great. Wow. Even the suits can't protect you from that. That was a bad time to return home. It's the first time I've seen someone scald while in a suit. Whoa, what the heck is that artifact? Pristine fossil. Pretty cool. Stick it with the rest. I think I left the gantries up for this rocket. That's my bad. Alright, back to ×3. Great. If it can find a way, the meteor is gonna find a ladder and just go straight through all of them. I swear there's like some tracking when it comes to these things. You just sent 2 big ones on the left. 3. That's a little more of an even distribution. But those 3 were sketchy. I think there's some preferential treatment happening here. At least it doesn't take us too long to recover. I hate this neutronium so much. It's causing me to rebuild this rocket like 3 or 4 times because I can never get the placement right. It's just so awkward for this to be here. I mean, it's my fault. I was the one who decided to put my rockets in this pit thinking it wouldn't cause a problem. Alright, I think you guys are sorted up there. Let's go back to this. So, we'll hook up our valve. To that. I don't want to hook any of that up until I'm ready. Just a test here. Okay, that does connect straight up. So pretty much I can handle it from here. 100 grams. Hey. What? Excuse me? It's not, it's not 100 grams. Is this connected? Excuse me. That's 1,000. Average flow rate, requested flow rate. I request 100. Why are you putting... See, this is why I was prepared. See, I thought I wasn't prepared for something to go wrong, but yeah, little do you know, I've been playing this game for too long. It doesn't need power, so it's like, what else am I missing? Set to 100. What if I just set it 0? I set it to 0, it doesn't even cut off. Does anybody know what I'm doing wrong here? Controls the gas volume permitted through the pipes. Valves control the amount of gas that moves through pipes, preventing waste. Set to 0. Still sending all the gas through. It's not like backwards, is it? So if I put like 900, that shouldn't do anything. Oh, that's the same. Does the pipe need to be hooked up between these, between the input and the output, I wonder? Ah, interesting. Okay, so that's 900 now. But why... I say 300 sitting there. Okay, it's working? But it needed to be connected between the input and the output? These are still 900. Okay, now it's empty. 900 still. Why can we not make our mind up on this? It has a work errand. Somebody has to come up here and pull the lever. Oh, brother. Oh, you got hungry. Wow, amazing. You couldn't just walk one more foot. I think if somebody's still stuck in a rocket right now. It's, my bad. Welcome back. Interesting. I think he came out, got scalded, said screw this, went back in. He was there ever since. I forgot about him. Can somebody get over here? Okay, I think for the meantime, we're just gonna turn off proximity. Overheated. Wait a minute. Is this not working? Turbine too hot. Okay. I got you. Troubleshooting to the rescue. Extend our loop here. Quickly, because I do not want to have to go in there. Hold on. Is there any other issues that's causing that? Automation. The wire's fine. Yeah, it's not doing like the sucking up thing. That's the problem. So it's not actually pulling heat out. And then randomly water started appearing. Yeah, look at that. Good stuff. Get those boys in space. They've been in space. They've been in space plenty. They'll be okay. They can go back into space later. Right now I want everyone on hand to get this done. Besides, we're doing a lot of pausing, so barely any time is actually passing. Alright, why are you guys so slow on getting up here? Come on. Wait, I think someone did get it. Yeah, they did. Okay, we are good. I was getting mad for no reason. Alright, listen, we don't... This is gonna make it hard to track. And then when all the lines are filled, then I'll cut it. I guess I should probably keep a couple of these in here. I can store the hydrogen for later. Because we'll have to keep adding hydrogen to this. Wait, why not just do that now? Do the same thing I'm doing with the oxygen. Oh, that's a very good point. And just use the hydrogen itself to cool down the hydrogen. I'm going to use the stones to destroy the stones. And I want to leave an empty pipe for each bridge. So 4 empty pipes. This would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. But then there's 2 empty ones up here. I'll let that go 2 more. And that's done. Take that bridge out. I hate when I do that. Try to rotate and end up pressing the priority menu instead. Send that down here. Don't need that anymore. Yeah, I guess there's no reason not to just send them right back out. You're right. Well, meteors, so guess we're waiting. We got plenty of hydrogen to take. Don't need to worry about that. Now we want to send this up here to... Well, I guess I don't need this vent anymore. This is a vacuum, so there's no harm in going in here. It's not going to mess anything up. I don't need that, and I don't need the thermosensor, because we're not going to do it that way. I don't think that way was going to work anyway. I guess while I'm in here, can I do these pipes better? Nah, it's fine. They might, what, 1, 2, they can reach that. Don't lie to me. And then the automation, I guess I should take that out. Not that it'll mess with anything, I just don't like having little bits and wires here and there that I can see. And then I'll put my vents. You can just break that, it doesn't really matter. I guess we'll just stick the vent at the top left. Can you reach that? Can. It ain't gonna look pretty, but whatever. Plus I have to... You know what? I don't care enough. Just add another bridge, call it a day. That's gonna bother me. Alright, priorities on 9. Storm's done. Just now wrapping up. They have the fuel. They don't have the oxalate yet, so we're still waiting on that. Which means I can finally test that automation. There is 5.1 tons, so 51 hundo. Okay. I'll come in and grab that. And that shuts back until it hits that number again. I guess you guys delivered it to this thruster first. I guess you did, because you didn't send any to this one. I actually probably get away with 1,000. Yeah, copy the setting. I haven't been too efficient on exactly how much material I need to reach certain distances. Take the berry. I'm going to say 400, because 400 is required for the thruster. So I'll open it. Whoa, what's this train? What is this for? What are you guys up to? Wait, you're sweeping regolith. Why are you sweeping regolith is the question. I didn't think I had regolith set. There's no regolith set here. Where else would you guys be taking it? Let me sweep it. It should show a red icon, but it's not. Okay, what if I cancel one of these? It's still not showing a red icon, which implies that there's a storage available for this. Oh, it's probably referring to these. These are assigned to regolith. Okay. Never mind, that's fine. As long as they're not grabbing regolith, they should be grabbing everything else that's over here. Granite, mafic rock, granite. Okay, yeah, that's the case. Good, good, good. Do we have salt here for some reason? Just a casual 1.6 tons of salt just sitting here. Why would that even be there? It's probably a holdover for when I was struggling with the automation up top. And they would just kept bringing materials up here and it was so frustrating. Listen, stop. Someone grab the damn oxalate. I love it when I watch them and I want them to do something specific. They're like, nah, bro, we're going to do literally anything else but the task you assigned us. Thank you. Okay, this is not closed yet. It's because there's a lot more than 400 kilograms in there, probably. Why would you only grab 80? Can you not hold more than 80, or were you carrying something else? Okay, that time you grabbed, or I think 2 people grabbed some. The problem I'm still having is when one of them puts the oxalate in, the other one drops their current oxalate. Okay. But not in this case, because they're fueling 2 different rockets. Alright, that was quick. See how fast that can be? Now this is still open. I guess I'll have to still manage this for a bit. Or I could just take the material out of it. No, it'll start refueling it again. Okay, you know what? Empty it. Right, and then it'll stick 400 in there. Well, after I add the filter back, it'll stick 400 in there. Which should open this door back up. Okay, okay, it's still 400 in there. Opens the door back up. And turns the machine off. But if there's far more than 400, then... I mean, this can be open, right? Because this isn't off gas. The temperature has never been a problem in here. Although there was a little bit of damage here from something at some point. I have cooling on it. Admittedly, I've reworked this so many times that the cooling has just become less efficient. I should probably add more coolant to this at some point. Anyway, with that at 1,000, let's see what the distance is. They can both still reach this distance, and the total is 44,300. So use less oxalate next time, I guess. Or do I put more in there just to go a little bit further and hit that 50k mark? I'm gonna do that. Actually, I'll just add another 100 to this. Just to see if extra distance is added. It should add extra distance, but I want to make sure. Thanks for adding 99. He could have just stuck 1 more kilo in there. Hilarious. That barely added any distance. Like another 100 kilometers. That's a drop in the bucket. What's the point then? I don't get it. Why do we need the oxalate? A 100 additional kilometers is nothing for 100 oxalate. 100 kilos of it. And the max is 2,700. $27 extra kilometers. But the only way the rocket launches is with an oxidizer. Can I put an oxidizer on with 1 kilo of oxalate and it work? I don't know. It doesn't tell me how much I need. Let's see. The total oxidizable fuel is 900 kilograms. But it doesn't show a check mark. It doesn't show an X either. It just tells me, yeah, that's how much oxalate's in there. But it doesn't tell me the minimum requirement to just get the rocket off the ground, so I don't know. I don't know. Rocketry is complicated. But so is everything when you don't know what you're doing. I do be lacking that context. Alright, Ellie. I have given them their improved rocket hats. They looking a lot better. Those blue ones just, they weren't cutting. I didn't like the look of them. They look more like Halloween decorations than they do actual pilot helmets. Get in there. Go to your home. I am getting pretty tired of the dupes having to get into this rocket by coming down and up. So we're going to have this ladder run here for him. Like I said, I don't like that it takes that long. Where's the other one at? Alright, well, we're going to wait till that ladder's done before we cook the area. Okay. Same place as last time. Send it. Get that research. And don't forget your gantry this time. So long. Thanks for cooking my conduction panels as usual. This is something I can't figure out. Because I need the conduction panels to cool down the gantries. Because they produce heat. But the conduction panels get cooked despite being made out of steel. Actually, it's not even the conduction panels, these liquid pipes. That might, well, no, I don't think that's why I'm running out of, it could be why I'm running out of polluted water. Maybe the water on the inside's getting cooked. That makes a little bit more sense, I think. Hey, you in there yet? Oh my god. Alright. Sometimes all you gotta do is reassign them and that fixes the problem. Hello? Hello? Get in here. I did test the cargo bay last night. I was getting some materials. Alright, good. Not sure what to do with some of the new ones I found, but yeah, we'll figure that out. I have to figure out the whole liquid hydrogen thing. See ya. I know the notification's annoying, but I'd rather have it than not. Yeah, let's see if it's actually the fluid. It is the fluid. That's what it's been the whole time. I thought it was the conduction panels, and then I thought it was the pipes, but actually it's the polluted water in the pipes. It's flashing the steam. And these robo miners, man, they're having a rough time. So what I could do, I could set up some automation for the liquid to stop flowing here when I'm about to launch rockets. Oh, well, that would also have to happen on return as well. That sounds complicated. Can't I just use a better liquid? Well, I mean, what kind of temps are we talking about here? So these pipes get up. 160. Are you telling me I should probably use oil? Maybe even petroleum. I should not be using polluted water to cool things out in space, especially around the rockets. My oil takes a lot to cook. $3.99. One easy payment of $3.99. Or is petroleum stronger? Oh yeah, petroleum is much stronger. We'll just use petroleum. We got plenty of that. We have that in excess. And I have a very convenient line for it. It's right here. In fact, I repurpose this line as my petroleum line. So I'll need to... it's going to be a pain in the ass for a little bit. I need to get all this polluted water out of here. And the easiest way to do that is to just drain it with a vent. Call it a day. It'll just get sucked out. And then I'll finish this line. I mean, I wonder why I don't even have the line like this to begin with. What am I using here? Igneous? It actually doesn't matter what I use, I think. Well, I have plenty of igneous. Let's let the petroleum build up for a little bit, so I have a lot to take. Hey, what are you doing? Don't go back. Alright, it'll still build up quite a bit. Overheated. Yep, still, yep. It's because all that polluted water. It's dropping all this crap out here. Clicking my robo miners. Okay, so that solved the robo miner issue I was having yesterday. Now, after I get all this set up and the petroleum doesn't off gas or convert to sour gas, if that all works, then the only tiny inefficiency I need to figure out is this spot right here, because Regolith gets here and I do have to manually dig this out. But I don't know how to orient my robo miners to avoid this, because this doesn't reach, and this is as far as I could put the robo miner, because here is where the bottom of the rocket is. So that can't go any further. That can't clear that spot. This can go as far as this one, which, based on this AoE, still, even if I put a robo miner as close as I could on this side, it still wouldn't get either one of these two tiles. And if I put a robo miner closer to where it can, then the base of the rocket takes it out. Well, actually, with this orientation, no, because it's still two tiles to the left. It operates as a 2x2. So it would still break every time I launch a rocket or return a rocket. You do that, but as soon as these open after a storm, it immediately becomes entombed and it can't dig itself out. That doesn't do anything. I could turn this. I mean, there's enough coverage on the top of these doors that I could turn this to one side, but that still leaves one tile I have to dig out. And my thinking was, if I still got to dig out one tile anyway, then I might as well just flip it, because I think it looks a little better that way. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with that. I'm beginning to feel like Joker. Or maybe I shouldn't have these, like, these two silos next to each other. I don't know. I don't know. Whoa. Whoa, it's getting gassy in here. It's good. It's a good problem to have. It might break my liquid lock, though. Probably should go ahead and close that up. So let's look at this again. So this is just filling this up. That's all this is doing. This connection's here in case I need to put more O2 in. I guess when this is full, then I'll disconnect this vent like I did with the O2 vent. I'll just manually connect them back when I'm ready to take more gas in here. I don't know what the conversion rate is for like gas to liquid, like how much it's going to condense. I don't like that the hydrogen ended up heating up so much because we were messing around with it. Also, yeah, my thermoregulators are not even on, so that would definitely add to the issue. So we got to take all these. Oh no, I just put all this hydrogen in there though. Fuck. Just did that. Now I got to move all these. I did to myself. I did to myself. I did it in the wrong order. What do we eat? Lettuce? Lettuce. Okay, let's look at these pipes. I could... I'm getting the feel that I didn't need these steam turbines. And this system just cools itself. And that this water is completely unnecessary. Alright, well, that's why I left this space here in case I had to go back in. We're going back in. Guys on the wheels, huh? I mean, at least that gives them something to do when there's nothing to do. Don't take your manual generator for granted, man. Once you don't have them anymore, there's a lot of athletics on the table for you to get. And free power, too. I mean, you're getting athletics and power. Oh, yeah, and you get operation stat, too. Yeah, all those three things for just having people that weren't doing anything anyway. Just to give them something to do. Where'd you just take that oil? Oh, son of a bitch. I just remembered I had this. That's the same problem with the petroleum, too. So be it. But it should be set on a low priority. So they should not take this to this. It's on 8. Okay. If that's on an 8 and this is on a 9, don't you dare take that to the bottle drainer. Look, I don't know where that guy made off with my oil, so we're just gonna get another one. Also, I'm tired of this ethanol sitting here because I can't see my bottle of oil. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it drops off there, so no big deal. Getting lost in my own base, man. Probably set that drainer back on, but just set it to low priority. Oh, it was set to 8. Okay. So what am I doing? All right. I'll still let him bring that petroleum over here. I don't actually think we should do a petroleum oil lock. We want one of the liquid locks to be water. That way it floats to the top and I can close this back up here. Because that's what this water is. It was part of the original lock that was here. So that way when I close things up, it's not a problem. Yeah, sure, we'll just use that. No, I'll use oil instead. Empty. Intuned. That's fine. Actually, we'll empty the petroleum as well. Actually, no, we won't. Cancel that. Got some water around here. Got a little petroleum down there. Let me take this little spot of water. That might be enough. Oh. I thought somebody else put my water down. I mean, we probably just open this and it'll probably like lock itself. I'm not going to risk it. Nice. That's a team player right there. I like that, Camille. See, when I want something done, you stop what you're doing and you come deal with it. Fantastic. So, how do I deal with this water? Is it a vacuum here? Damn. I could let it drain over here. If I have to vacuum it out, then I have to vacuum it out. But I'm going to risk putting a mesh tile and then replacing it. I just need the water to be low enough. That way we can mop it. Then we'll mop it. We'll take the water back. Well, why do I even need water in here? Well, because it could still overheat. That's the thing. And the water's been like holding a lot of the cold temp that we've been sending through it. Okay, so they can mop that tile right now. I don't want them to mop yet, because I'm still trying to hold a vacuum in here. Need that water to hold. He's almost done. Okay. So now, even though this water is bouncing out, and this is too much liquid to mop now, I've already gotten the task down. They should still come in here and mop this. Okay, good, good. Gotta keep adding to the mop as the water gets lower. Keep adding to it. I didn't think you'd be learning a little tip from me today, huh? I didn't think I'd be doing it either. I just came up with this, thought it would work. So this is no longer flooded. So let's empty that. Okay, that's immediately flooded again. Okay. Let's cancel. Because maybe that water is low enough. These will start kicking back on. And if it doesn't get low enough, that's fine. We'll take more water out of here. So these are under 100 kilograms. These tiles are above. So maybe 100 is the number to reach. This one's just about to dip. 99. Still not kicked on. $95. No, still not kicked on, still flooded. There's no water getting in that fan. Come on. Come on, dude. This water's gone back up over 90. Bouncing out. It's just, it's one of those things where, like, once it has the flooded status, you have to get it so much lower for it to not be flooded anymore. But if we mop this and drop this water right back on it, it's not going to care. It'll cut right back on. It's so stupid. I wish there was like a target number that was constant. Okay. Cancel that. And then you're going to empty that. I guess I have to do this. Okay, cancel. And then it's right back on. I don't get it. It's just how the game works. Put 400 or 500 kilograms of water in here and it's like, ah, sure, we'll keep working, no problem. And then you save the game, load it back later, and all of a sudden, the buildings are flooded. I mean, I'm just putting the water right back in there, and they don't care. Back to work. Okay, all right. Listen, that was too much. That was too much water. All right, I'll give you that. That was a little much right there. I bet I could like push it though. Think that'll work? I think it'll work. I think if I put a tile here, I could push the water to the side, and it'll cut back on. Oh, I'm so good. That didn't work at all. Too much liquid. No. No. I wish these guys had just, I don't know, use their hands to scoop the water up or something. You know, like the old days. Yeah, what if I break the tile? I think that'll let the water kind of like not pull up as much here. Because it's 288 kilograms, but it's 275 here. 269 there. 357, and these machines don't care, but this one cares. Because I hit a threshold. You know what, try an airflow tile. Because maybe that'll sit the water on top and you can mop it. And we could get out like little drops of water that way. I got overzealous. I dumped too much water back in this system. That's my bad. I didn't need to do all that. I don't know if you can mop the top of that. You can. Oh my god, incredible. It has 328 kilograms on it, but it's like, I'm ready to go now. That makes no sense. I'm almost wondering if I take this out, it's just going to cut off again. Let's see. See what happens. I think it's going to cut off. It's going to make no sense, but I think it'll flood again. Oh, let's go. I love it when I'm wrong. I guess you guys can sweep that up now. What is this? Hydro? You can leave the hydro there. Sweep everything else out. Alright, cooling's back. Why are there... So when the hydrogen got stopped up, when the pipes got stopped up, some of these combined. That sucks. So I have to do this gas valve thing again. I should have just left it in, knowing this wasn't going to work the first time. Nope, valve. Right, I can't stick it there. Right, meow. And then... Wow, I'm gonna need some more hydrogen in here. I'm gonna cut that. All right, back up there. Don't connect it yet. That connection is already there, so I can make it later. Can I do a connection here? Oh, I love it. Okay. So whenever I find a pocket that's more than 100 grams, I'm gonna yoink it out. Hey, before you guys go anywhere, one hundo. I'll just set that to 9. Yeah, watch this again. It's on slow-mo. Well, it'd be impossible to screw it up if I just use the cut here. That is 96 micrograms of hydrogen. 300. So there's actually a handful in here. That's just the wrong amount. I think I'll let it all go, and I'll just charge the system again. So are all these 100? Nah, there's a couple of different numbers in there. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna let it all go. We'll do it again. The question is, do they actually get to this task already? First one did not, but the rest are going to be good, I think. The time it takes for the game to start up at the beginning of a cycle is ridiculous. Alright, now that's one that's gone. I'm just gonna hook the rest up. Send it that way. These are all 100 grams. Now, are any of them gonna combine when they're doing this bridge thing? Oh, fuck, they do. Oh my god, they do. Oh, they do, in fact. Maybe I shouldn't be bridging. But if I don't bridge, then the system could just cut off as soon as one of these thermosensors is like, oh, it's cold enough. But there might be parts of it that's not cold enough, so usually I want the flow to be constant. Maybe I have to consider how it moves here. So it goes in, it comes out. Yeah, there's no telling. Like, sometimes it's gonna go down and just gonna combine anyway. So maybe I do have to set it up with the risk that the system could lock up. Yeah. Make sure these bridges are empty. So we're just not using the bridges. That's all there is to it. And we're gonna do the song and dance again. I don't have to worry about system locking up until we hit those temps we're looking for. And I'll go like way below those temps too, just to make sure it all stays on. That's always that first one. Alright, see ya. And we're not using the bridges, so I don't think I need to worry about the gaps. What is this? What is this 500 gram of hydrogen doing? How did you get out? I'll catch you in a second. Okay. These are going to combine and make 200. Well, I'll just slow it down here. I feel like I messed this up. Nah, that's good. Okay, you get out of here. Game, give me the vent. What is this? What is this 500? How is this happening? They're not combining, are they? Why is this 300? Oh my god. So they do combine when they go through the HVACs. How do I keep these pockets at 100 grams at all times? Do I need to put valves everywhere, like all over the place? Maybe I need to watch, see where gases are combining. There's 100 grams going in. Got 200 coming out here. Is it still going to be 200? Now it's 300. They're not combining at the thermo sensor. They do combine when they come out of the HVAC. Combining one with another. So 100 becomes 200. 200 becomes 300, 300 becomes 400, 400 becomes 5, and that's why I've been saying 500 at the end. So I'll do valves at every output. I think that's how it must be done. Gonna be a little tricky to put that here. Little tricksy indeed. So it'd be like that. Well, I need some of this to drain. Cut that. And there. And there. I still don't know how I'm going to do that one. Yeah, I guess, well, we'll leave the bridges there in case that's something I need to, like, leave in there for later. I don't know. Maybe I will have to go back to using the bridges. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter what this is made out of. And then here I can't fit that. I can put it here. Oh, no, I can't. No, I can't. Dummy. Hey, I just moved my liquid lock over. I've moved over a liquid lock before with success, mind you. I think I could do it. But that's when we're on the outside of it, not the inside. I'll send it. Send it, see what happens. If I gotta vacuum it out again, so be it. I'm not worried about this first part. It's just how we get the extra tile taken out after that. I just need to slide this liquid lock over by one. Usually I could achieve that by putting a tile here. Somehow dig this out, put a tile. Or take this tile out. This should lock. Okay. And then I think I'd take that tile out. Thankfully someone's in there so they can get to it. Oh, I guess that wasn't necessary. Not too shabby at this game, huh? And then we get... Okay, we don't want to delete that oil or have it come up and spill. Do we... Okay, we stick a tile here. I know I've done this before. I don't remember the steps exactly. Unreachable food? That's because you are trapped in there. It's probably referring to pay. I don't like how hungry you look. I'm just realizing you guys can't get through. Oh, shit. That's actually a problem. Well, I guess in the meantime, you guys could break some of this wall down. How this... Wow, that's a sentence and a half right there. How that work, that air thing, I don't know. It's just how the things do. When you want things done, they do things. And to do air things, we do air stuff. Me to be a dick, I just didn't know how to respond to that at all. Why is this gas valve overheating? I guess it is a little warm in here. I didn't realize that was going to be a problem. I'm gonna make this out of, I mean, you probably should make it out of steel, considering you have steam turbines in here for a reason. Autocorrection. I'm so glad that was autocorrection. That was horrible. Yeah, basically what I need to do is I need to try to manipulate the size of these gas bubbles here. If I have these small enough, then they'll never state change, no matter how hot or cold they get. And I need those bubbles to never state change. Oh, you guys probably need like a way out too, huh? You know what? I believe in this deconstruct right here. How does that machine work? The one that looks like a fan. Oh, the HVAC? It works like the aqua tuner, but it's for air instead of water. It's for cooling things. It takes air in, spits out colder air. Or whatever gas you put into it. It just spits the gas out a little colder. Alright, check Pay's calories because she did sleep in here and I'm a little worried about her calorie count. 724. Manageable but sketchy. Hey, please. The sooner you do this, the sooner you get out. Oh my god, it worked. I'm so good. Deconstruct the wall. Go eat. Why are you still pissing yourself, dude? Go eat. You could have done that when you went to go eat. Wait, hold on. That's not the correct direction. Hey, Pay, I hate to do it to you. I know you're hungry and everything, but this is not supposed to be connected to this docking station. So I'm going to have to send your ass this way. I'll send you directly to the food so you don't even have to think about it. I like how I'm moving you and you're just not listening. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. I hate docking stations. Oh my god, I hate it. They're necessary, but I freaking hate them. I can't stop them from wanting to go this way now. Which, unfortunately for me, is the quickest route back in the base. But I kind of need this here temporarily while we figure this mess out. Okay. Tile. Here. Now. Move the plastic if it gets hot. You may have an issue with it. Move the plastic? Oh, we're going to get everything moved if we need it. If we see any problems, we'll tackle them. I ain't gonna let the plastic melt. Not on my watch. Oh, yeah, it actually surprises me how well the plastic ladders hold up, despite there being rockets happening here. It doesn't make any sense. The rockets will cook so many other things, but these plastic ladders have just stood the test of time. Alright, cool. Now we could take this block out and I can finally put my gas valve down. Yes. No. Oh my god. Wait, I can just do it like this. I mean, it'll be a little wonky, but it'll still hook up, so it's not a big deal. Alright, go out there. Come out that way. Why is this? How is this insulated? I don't know if it's possible to change it at this point. Okay, 100. This better not be a regular task that they have to come in and deal with. Yeah, I don't get it, man. I don't get how the plastic holds up. It'll break everything else. I've actually seen the rockets break. I used to have normal ladders a little closer to these bunker tiles. Those broke. But then again, those were right underneath the engines, so that might have something to do with it. And I don't know if they've... Okay, this one still says work errand, so I'm still waiting on someone for this gas valve. The man didn't even have an animation. He just walked up to it, stared at it, and now it's set. Okay, so... Pipe blocked. That's because I gotta hook all these up now. And once those are hooked up, everything should kick on. Hopefully, make sure there's no connection between the input and output of the gas valve. It should all kick on. No. It might be missing some ventilation in here. What do you got for me? Dirt. Not that I'm interested in taking it, but I haven't looked at dirt in a while. 411 tons, so that's actually been going down. Let's see. Dirt to sand. What else is dirt used for besides the farming? Yeah, I'm using a little bit of dirt for a little bit of mealwood. I'm not using dirt for arbor trees, even though I do have arbor trees that are wild planted. I'm feeding hatches. That's right, I'm running sage hatches. I think those are becoming a little more difficult to ranch at the moment, since my dirt numbers have been going down. But I've also not been doing anything with the polluted dirt in here. So let's see how much polluted dirt I have. Oh, I'm already tracking that. 6.9 tons. That's like nothing compared to the 411 tons of dirt. It's like literally nothing. That would probably change if I went back to feeding them. But if I go back to feeding them, would that be a problem? Because I put them on that starvation timer. Oh, I forgot to clean up that mess from that earlier piss. We are so lucky none of that got in here. Actually, that's not true. I have airflow tiles here. It's the ladder runs that don't have any protection. As long as I can produce the seeds, which should not be a problem. But how much of each seed do I have? Fungal spores. Mealwood. I would definitely be good giving up those two. How's slime been going? I haven't been tracking slime. I didn't feel like I needed to because the system's always full. The slime's good. So I'm good with fungal spores and then mealwood seed. Yeah, I don't see why not. Acorns though, probably hold on to those in case I want to wild plant some more trees. Thimbleweeds can go. Well, we'll definitely start with mealwood and fungal spore. I mean, not that they can even reach this right now, but when they do, and we get more polluted dirt, then we can take that polluted dirt and get more dirt via I mean, I know there's a refinery. Isn't there like a faster way to get dirt from polluted dirt? Like, can't you just cook it, I think? Oh, molten glass. Okay, okay. That makes more sense. Polluted mud. It's showing the conversion from polluted dirt to glass, but where's the conversion for polluted dirt to dirt? Also, it's not even showing the compost pile here. Am I missing something? Alright, maybe try dirt. Where's polluted dirt? This might be a little color blindness happening here, but I cannot see. I don't see the conversion for polluted dirt to dirt. I was pretty sure you could like put it in a steam sauna. Let me ask, how do loop and hydrogen pipe once it's overflowing? I don't want the hydrogen to bypass the air filter and start going to my oxygen filtration. Yes, and the steam. Yes, and the steam engine, once it's hot and cooled down, polluted water becomes... Oh, polluted water becomes dirt, not polluted dirt. Oh, that's where I was getting lost. Yeah, the correction's bad. So you said how to do a loop and hydrogen pipe once it's overflowing. So overflow? I didn't think I was gonna have an issue with like any overflow in this system. I'm not sure what you mean here. I got O2 waiting in case I need to charge this room back up with O2. After I make my initial liquid oxygen. And then I have this hydrogen line here. In case I need, whenever I need to charge this back up with more hydrogen. And then when this room fills with liquid hydrogen, and this room fills with liquid oxygen, then I'm good. I'll cut everything off, and then I don't see any overflow potential here, or I'm not sure. I don't really see any issues here. I don't know how your system is different from mine either, and it also doesn't help that I didn't look up a guide how to do this. I kind of just, based on what I knew, I kind of set something up for this. So I'm not really even sure how to address issues as they come up. I mean, right now I've already had a couple issues with it. I haven't even gotten to the liquid part yet. So I'm definitely not the best person to ask, I think. This is my first time setting this up. Okay, I think this has finally sorted itself out and everything's at 100 grams. This is gonna need some more, though. I mean, this is probably not even necessary because the valves in there are probably gonna sort it out. I think we have to do a little bit of plumbing. And that's probably more than enough in there because there's still that big blob that has to be sorted. So it might get stopped up here. Oh, did I just nail it? There's no gaps. I just freaking nailed it, dude. Unless there's like a 200 in here, which I'm not going to be able to tell the difference. So maybe just watch this run. If that number changes from 100 grams to 2, I know I made a mistake. See, you have it split. Got it. I'm having my own issue with overflow of hydrogen. My automation does not stop the pump from keep pumping hydrogen. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not using any automation right now since it's my first time building this. I mean, automation is great once you've built it the normal way without the automation. Then you can kind of figure out how to automate it from that point on. But I'm not that far yet. Once it's all built, I'm sure I'll think of a couple of ways to add automation. Because there'll be future problems, and then automation will solve those future problems. Usually. I think we might be good here. I'll do one last check of the golden snake. I guess this one corner tile is just going to be insulated. I don't know how that happened. Okay. This can go back to taking hydrogen. Don't need that anymore. Waiting for that. Waiting for this a little bit to clear up. Any second. Okay. I'll leave that there in case I need it again. So that'll just fill. Okay, so one thing about when you mention overflow, there might be a bit of an issue with the high pressure gas vent and then liquids getting in here, and then those like competing for space. When that happens, I will figure it out. In the meantime, I think we can just let it run now. And we'll see that liquid O2 in the future. And nitrogen. Now that we're not doing this stupid, like, waiting till it's cold enough and then opening a vent to let it in, which is, I don't know why I thought that was going to work. It sounded good on paper. It was one of those on paper ideas. Whoa, 19 idleness. 19. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't have a big project in the works. So we can clean up. There's definitely plenty to sweep. That's for sure. Oh, especially, you have no idea. That pile's ridiculous. I don't even need to bother that digging task. That was failed rocket silo project. How is this doing? These liquid locks. Alright, I don't know where the water is coming from, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I've watched this work until I get tired of watching it, and then when I don't look at it, water just appears. Just making infinite water. I can hook this back up. Kind of forgot about this one. That Sucks because I let this raise by a few degrees by forgetting about it. That's lame. There's a bunch of water here too. What the heck, man? Where's it all coming from? Alright, temp check. Anything I need to address? Oh, yeah, I've locked this in a little bit better. There's a lot of temp getting down here. It's actually been cooking some of these trees. I removed the cooling from this because it was not really helping the pips. And we were getting a little cooked ourselves. Alright, this will handle itself. This auto sweeper still got so much work to do, you don't even know. I don't want the cold leaching from that, so I guess it doesn't hurt, but I don't need to go anywhere right now. And it's the same thing here. This could be closed up. It's a little awkward though, because it's heavy weight plate. It could be. It could be locked here. It's gonna be a little tricky to get like a. I don't have like a tri-directional conductive plate. That'd be great there. I could expand on the battery box to definitely have the cooling for it. I really do like the idea of locking this in though. Which makes me feel kind of dumb for putting this vacuum lock here. So I could have this all closed up and just one cold battery brick. Wow, look at that army. That's what I like to see. Is Steam able to like go through the locks? Is that what's been happening? It's not coming from up here. Oh, snap. I forgot about my cooling line. Wait a minute. Are we still working on this? No, you get back here. Get back here. How many little blobs of polluted water? Oh, so many. So many random blobs. This is still gonna take a minute. I forgot to have this be the only input. So some of it's still been going over here to get chilled. So that's a little frustrating. And it's gonna take a minute for that to be done. Then we gotta add petroleum to it. Maybe actually stop cooking the area around the rocket. At least if the petroleum is going to boil off, at least it's not going to drop a bunch of sand all over my miners. I'll just take the dirt because I'm still a little worried about that number going down. I thought I'd never have to worry about that number going down once I got this set up. But I could always set up more wild pip areas. So this spot's pretty good. I forgot what this was. Cool salt slush geyser. Probably should take advantage of that. This is a large area for these wild pips, and this could just help naturally keep the area cool for him. Especially over here. That's why I put the insulated wall there. And what about any other eligible areas to wild plant here? There is this, but that's a bit small. I also think it's just the geyser that's cold. The surrounding area is like beach. That's not enough space either. Yeah, it's really only, well, I mean, that's what you get when you do an oasis start. You don't get cold biomes. Oh well, there's also this. This could be just a whole circle of pips. Just have to take some of this out. And got natural cooling too. That sounds like a pretty neat project. I like the idea of that. Right now I'm just addressing other things. Like why it's so damn yellow in here. I mean, 30 is not bad. It just doesn't look good on the heat map. But 30 is not bad. Our cooling is moving. It's moving, but man, is it struggling. You also use salt, I think, to make dirt fast with steam. Use salt to make dirt fast with steam. Not sure what you mean. I do have the desalinator. I am making salt, so I've definitely got salt. I got 68.2 tons of it. I'm not sure how to use it to make steam, though. Okay, are they boosted? One is boosted, but the other one's not. Why? There's nothing stopping them from going up and boosting the other one. I don't know why they're not doing that. Oh, I forgot to leave this closed. Oops. Might be wrong on that one. I was thinking maybe you were referring to the deoxidizer. Which I think that uses... I think it uses salt. Deox... Uses rust, salt. And I thought it created a little bit of steam, so I thought maybe that's what you're referring to, but no, that creates oxygen. Let's look at this again. Negative 69. Why is it always just between those temps? It's like exactly the same temps. It's like 69.1 or trying to catch this other number, 68.3. Oh, you know what it is? You know what it might be? I have no idea. I have no idea. How how's it? It's going in at 53. Coming out cold there. Coming out colder there. Wait, why is it warming up here? It goes from negative 73 to negative 66. And then back to 74. Oh, I need to close this. That's probably the obvious issue. All right, I forgot that. Yeah, it turns out Bisylite can break under enough pressure. I caught that and had to put insulated tiles down. I should probably take those out and put some wall. I'm still a little worried about this breaking though, but I don't think it should because these normal tiles haven't broken. Should probably keep an eye on that because this crack. I'm seeing a little bit of this crack on the bottom of this tile, but I don't know if that's because of the abyssalite here. It's just a little bit of a visual bug. Building broken. It's because we have no cooling. I gotcha, I gotcha, I gotcha. This is going to take a minute. I think we have all the polluted water out. I love how I'm using that line, but I have a perfectly good line here I could have used to charge it. Well, I've already made it this far, so I'm using this line now. It is pretty important that we get those fixed as soon as possible. You never know when those meteors are going to show up again. Now? Right now? Good thing we got a break on the meteors because all of these are going to break next time they turn on. I ain't got no cooling in there. Yes, yes. I need more. And faster. It's probably not the best initial temperature at 60 degrees. But they're made out of steel. It's fine. I love that I didn't need to build a petroleum boiler, but I was actually kind of looking forward to building one. That would be a new thing for me to make. Oh, it's still gonna be a minute before that reaches that transformer too. And that's just gonna have to get cooked. Maybe it doesn't have to. Go get him. Help is on the way. Oh no. That petroleum is 135. I'm so sorry. I believe some of these are made out of gold. I think all my transformers are made out of gold. I think I just exacerbated the issue. Man, maybe should have made those out of steel too. Hey, I'm gonna cut you off there. Wait, why would this stop moving just because I cut that? Actually, I remember why I have this, because I did try running 2 liquid fuel tanks. They didn't really seem to add much distance for some reason to the rocket travel. They didn't make any sense. I still don't think I understand the numbers associated with rocket travel. There's not a super clear way to look at this building, like, let's say the solid fuel thruster, and it tells me a full solid fuel thruster would give me like 10,000 more kilometers or something like that. Or as I put them down, there's like some UI on the side that shows me the potential distance, and then the distance based on how much fuel is in there, without me having to like go to the star map and then like guesstimate. I don't know. It's just not super clear to me. I mean, similar to how you can look at wires, right? You can see how much load's on it, and then there's the potential load. Same with the rockets. It could be so much simpler. Instead, it's like, whenever I open this and I look at rockets, it's like I'm not even playing the same game looking at these. It's a little overwhelming initially. I understand it enough to actually send a rocket out, but as for fuel efficiency, I can't tell you. Haven't figured that part out yet. Because it doesn't matter how far they can go, even if they have like, even if you like overdo it on the fuel, and they could still go like another 5,000 kilometers, they still bring the rocket back with no fuel. I don't get it. If you had excess, why not just bring the excess back? I'm just wasting oxalate. Wait, this line's full. Why is this line full? Oh, because this line's not connected. This line's not connected. Oh my god. Oh, we might have plenty in here. I'd rather overdo it, because there might be blobs of petroleum that could still combine with others. I'm just gonna fill it up till it blocks up, and then we'll just plumb it out. Ooh, meteors and bunker doors are good, right? Okay, good. Made it just in time. Okay, it is starting to stop up already. But that's because it's doing its combining thing. Oh, it's also because, like, breaking pipes also slows down the simulation. I'll keep waiting here. There's still space up here. And some of these blobs are kind of small. I've been playing this colony for so long, sometimes I don't even want to move the camera over here and make a selection. You know, you would have been very takeable as another pilot until I saw that. So I'll take the plastic. Why, no camera return? I love doing it manually. There's still space, but there's also like a lot of loops, though. Let's make sure that's just the meteor stuff. I like how the game, if I hold the camera and move it, the game doesn't do the pause thing here, but the cycle's still moving. As soon as I let go of the camera, now I can't control the game. I guess this is the save procedure. I like how it waits for me to let go of the camera to save. Probably should test my luck on that again. I don't want to lose progress here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of space here still. But then again, I don't know how much space I need to allot myself for everything to continuously move. So we'll just let plumbing figure that out. Oh, okay, that spooked me. This does not need to be connected. I had to move a little bit faster if I did it that way. 97 and 94. No. No, no, not again. Ah, shit. We're gonna have to go through this again. Hopefully this is a short meteor storm and it hurries the hell up because my rockets are coming back. And twice in one stream is kind of crazy considering I've never run into the issue the last 3 or 4 streams I've been doing rockets. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with this again. How do people work around it, though? I don't know how to work around the storm happening when the rockets return. Yep, just in time. Just what we need to see. Right through the bunker doors. Can't stop them. And even though you had fuel to get a little bit further than you actually went, you still used it all. I don't get it. I don't think I ever will. What's overheated? Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Wait, we actually didn't cook any of the pipes this time? But the robo miner does get cooked being there. Despite being made out of steel. Well, we're just gonna have to be in the storm. Alright, this is backed up, so we're gonna cut this out of here. Send that back over here. Build my petroleum silo back up. Oh, it's actually gone down quite a bit. These reservoirs actually hold quite a lot. I don't even want to let them out of the rocket right now. How long is this storm? Why is it gotta be so long? Every time it's the longest storm. I hate it. I hate it out here. Yeah, find a way to hit every single ladder on the way down. Yeah. Goodbye. Ooh. Another magma lamp. Sweet. Well, let's not send anyone out there yet. I guess they're gonna go out there anyway, because they don't know any better. If you guys are gonna be out here anyway, you might as well start working on that again. I guess I could close this. That'd probably be smart. Wow, we actually completed a research. I heard that sound in a long time. Now, what were we researching? Oh, this is broken. My Switch. It still works, though. That's funny. Oh, did you want to get out, Frankie? Oh, my bad. I guess you're going to have to go the normal way. And we'll go ahead and move this over here. I'll just stick it there. Why is this tablet here? Actually, this could be swept. I have this set, right? Yeah, it's set. Okay, back to this. This is still not getting very cold. What am I missing? -70, -60, -47. I think I'm realizing an issue. I think I'm saying it here. Well, I mean, it's pretty cold. In fact, it gets colder in here. Then it gets warm in here. Continues to get warm through the insulated tile, unfortunately. And it cools down to about 70 again. Storm's over, finally. Okay, now we start plumbing this out, because this is not moving. And then we just... I'll set that to a 9. I want to see continuous movement before I cancel. I wish I would have done a count of all my inputs before I started this, but now I'm just eyeballing it. Well, you actually stopped. Okay. Come on. Don't. Okay. Okay. I didn't hear the sound for it pausing. I thought the game was about to crash on me. I was not prepared. Mentally, I don't think I could have handled it. I would have crashed out. She's been at this for a minute, but it's still stopping up from time to time. Okay, I think here might be okay. Alright, let's watch it. Still got the occasional pause. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Is that petroleum cooling? Yes. Because all my polluted water was getting cooked off by the rockets, so I gave up using petroleum now. I just need something that's going to tolerate rocket fuel so it doesn't cook off whenever the rockets are turned. And the polluted water was not handling it. I'm still getting the occasional pause. I might have been able to get away with oil. But petroleum looked like it could handle more heat, so using that instead. Building melted. I love it, man. I love it. Wait till now to get cooked. All the rockets we've been sending out didn't get cooked till now. Oh, speaking of, I should have sent them out actually. Now I gotta wait. They still gotta fix things. You guys never... What? You guys never... I set them to do this task so long ago. Like yesterday. Literally yesterday, I set them to do this task and they have not done it. No, where's that overheat? I saw that. Where is that at? Is that still the ladder? Yeah, I already know about those. I haven't been watching my loop. Okay, well, if it is getting stopped up, I'm not really noticing it, so I think we're fine. How's 3 cycles go by in like a second nowadays? Give me the algae. Do a skill check. I think I still have a few I'm working on here. Hey, I'll give you the ranching, so you can do that too. Actually, Pay, you might be the last one. Does everyone has that has rocket piloting, has navigation, or else they wouldn't have access to the helmet. Chefs are good. I know Turner hasn't been on the colony for very long, but he's good. I think Pay's done. All right. You can graduate from not wearing a hat. Okay, well, I don't need to do a skill check anymore. That's been going down. About time. This, I'm still not... Oh. Okay. We're bringing in hot hydrogen. So we're actually cooling this hydrogen. Sending this, even though it's insulated, it's still taking a lot of cold. Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, you want this radiant as well, since we're using this to also cool the hydrogen. Well, yeah, that's why we leave these liquid locks in here. So I gotta take that out, and I need to make another gold snake. What did I make this one out of? Aluminum? I think that's what you want to make it out of. Maybe something like that. And then where do I snip? I think I snip here. Actually, just cancel that one. And then start figuring out where I'm cutting here. Okay, well, I think I want to cut this then. Wait, does that make sense? I actually don't know. I gotta take a leak, so I gotta think fast. Okay, so maybe you want to cancel this then. And then connect these. Yes. Yes. No. Here. And then friggin' just not into it. Alright, I think that's good. Well, it's gonna have to be. This is winging it, man. Try this again. If I go like this. Maybe and then like that. Stupid. Either way, it's gonna be spaghetti. Alright, get in there and get it done. Yeah, we're gonna have to add more. Okay. So we'll cut here. Still set to 100. Yo, jig. Yo, jig. Oh, what was that research? Liquid cargo tank and gas cargo. Alright, so if we see liquids and gases we want, I guess we can grab those. Those really do slow down the rockets quite a bit. They don't really slow them down, they just reduce the distance that's travelable. I feel like this is going to be a very long process. And something that's not complicated enough to not just be like set up close to the start of the game. And for future colonies, I'd be sure to set this up soon. It won't be like one of the first things, obviously, but considering how long it takes to get this stuff cooled down by hundreds of degrees, probably a good thing to have set up a lot sooner than when I decided to do it over 1,000 cycles in. Now, while you're here, you can finish that. It'd be easier to just run those gases to mini air cooling instead of looping at sheer temp. Why do you say things that make too much sense? Why do you do this to me? Because if I just send the pipe to the HVAC, then back down and back up again, -14 will just add up every time, and it'd be a lot faster than doing this. I'm gonna take a leak. I mean, you're absolutely right, by the way. This is just adding to the time it takes to cool things. But I hate that you are. I hate that you're right so much right now. I spent so much time, and I gotta open this back up. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll do the same thing we did here. We'll lock down. Yeah, so just Like copy paste this over here. Again. 4 tiles. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. Diagonal. Diagonal. Bucket. Bucket. No, that's wrong. Yeah, like that. Okay. Ladder run. And then some insulation here. No. Insulation here. Yeah, there's no issue with using this. Stop. Stop. I know you want to empty that in the drainer. I know. You need to relax. It's no point relocating that there, because someone's just gonna relocate it first and not have the tiles down first. You know what? I think I'll just send it anyway. Just make sure to turn these off. Make it a P1. And this will be a P panic. We gotta take all this out. He makes too much sense. Does that mean I need to go back in here for any reason? I don't think so. I don't think we need to go back in here. No, don't. No, come back. Come back. Don't leave me. Alright, stop. Ah, damn it. Now I gotta wait again. Oh. I was gonna trap the hydrogen in there and let it out. I gotta wait again. Problem is, it wants to back up. I wish it didn't. Okay, and then we cut here, but then it wants to back up. So I guess I'll cut here, and then it's stagnant. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. I have a vent right here. Vent. Stupid. All right. Already worked very well. Now you can bring the lock in here. There are other gases I don't like in here, so we are going to do a little pumped up kicks in there. Don't lose my mind. has to be flipped like this. I can't put it there because, well, yeah, I just did it. That's fine. Technically, yes, you don't, but it'd be nice to put a cooling and have a heating up system. Hold on. Technically, yes, you don't, but it would be nice to put those cooling in there to help heating up steam since there's space there for them. 5 air cooling. Building consume power equal to 1 aqua tuner. Yeah, no, they're pretty cheap. At only 250, sorry, 240 watts. Pretty cheap. I could just throw another one, sure. But I don't think it'd fit with the extra gas valve. It probably would. Alright, I don't know what that suffocating was about. Alright, hey, listen, guys. Some of you are idle. Come on. There are bottles to be moved. Come on. I'm glad you did that, but I assigned that task after I set the relocate. You guys are still working on the relocate. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Now it's unreachable. Okay, I mean, that's because they took out some ladders, sure. Can't get over there anymore. Just tired of seeing you guys hop around. Alright, this is done. We're gonna go ahead and just take all this pipe out and be sad. A golden snake is not the way. It's so much easier to get them to break things than to build things, huh? Alright, now you can move the stuff in here. This pump is pointless right now. Starvation. Okay. How's... Oh, that's full, huh? Okay. This has been doing work, man. You guys ready to go back out? I'm sending you guys back out. Ellie, Frankie, your turn. Steve, what are you doing? You're going to fabricate. Did you really sit there and wait for the doors? That doesn't make any sense. Priority for supply building instead of all supply would be way faster? Yes. Oh my god. Destruction is like such a high priority for him. It's kind of annoying sometimes because usually it's just destruction for the sake of making things look nice. It's usually not very important. I guess we'll take out like I need all this to go to kind of figure this out. Might still need that. I don't like that it's radiant though. Should replace it. What are you doing? What are you doing? I hate relocate. I hate relocate. I always have so many problems with it. I have to reassign it for them to be like, oh, okay, now I know what to do. Look, I won't even change the priority on it. I'll just relocate it and I'll just let it be set to 5 and watch, they'll do it immediately. I thought, dude, 2 people ran up here. I really thought that'd have been so funny. Of course, I should have known they would have gone for that destruction immediately. Come on. Oh my god, brother. You cannot tell me. Like, it's every time I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then idleness 12. Oh, I know what to do. 0 idleness at all times. Suddenly everyone's, oh, I gotta go ranch a critter. Oh, I gotta go take a leak in the 5 miles away. Look, idleness 3, idleness 2. Look at that. That was a priority 5 and they came up here and did it. Crazy. It's not a priority issue. It's I just don't like the empty things issue or relocate. I still love the game. Don't get me wrong. Still wouldn't play anything else. At least colony sim wise. Okay. I almost want these bridges out. That was a fail. I didn't need that at all. So, like, I just want to use one line to cool both, personally. But the bridges are in the way. I guess you guys can reach them. It shouldn't be a problem. Well, I guess technically I just need the bridge taken out. Pretty sure you can't reach that, right? Yeah, that's right. You guys see things to break up there. You know you want to build those ladders immediately. I'm about to send like 1,000,000 of them up here at the same time. Oh shit, things to break. Wait for me. Tripping over each other to get up here. Look at them. I don't even want to bother looking at this anymore. Shine bug egg. Yeah, sure, give me the eggs. Shine bug set? Yes. Building attunement. That's meteors. Alright, cool. You in there. You're in there. Thankfully, I didn't have that shut, but thankfully none of that fell on the robo miners. Time to go. Same old, because we're still finishing the research on those. And what's the distance on your rocket, by the way? Total thrust, 48. So we could almost hit 5K. So I've overfueled. What was this set to? I don't get to look at it now because I've already sent it. F. Oh, don't forget to close these. Bye. Alright, so it's just the robo miners that get overheated nowadays. Yep, not finished in the ladder, of course. So we're gonna send a radiant pipe. I mean, do you just want to use 2 for each? I suppose you could. Instead of moving this over. I mean, I'll just see how it looks and see if I'm happy with that. You want this insulated. Just that. I don't think I see anything wrong with just doing it that way. Just cool this top portion. I mean, the gases want to move up to the top anyway, right? The liquids would be at the bottom. Sense to me. Yeah, I think that's fine, right? Should be fine, just need an exit point. When it's cold to the point, it'll turn liquid. I have the pumps. I already have that. I have this line set up to take it where I need it. Is that what you're referring to? Make sure no more than 100 gas. Yeah, I do have that set so I could put the hydrogen back in and not to be a problem. But when it comes out of that, is it going to be an issue when it comes out of the HVAC? Because it does come out of the HVAC combined as 200 grams, which is why I had to put another gas valve in front of or behind each HVAC. Because it will come out as 200 and then it'll go in here and then come back out as 100. It'll break. So this is not a permanent solution. So how do I keep it 100 grams when it comes out? Because it doesn't stay 100. No, the gas cooling. You need an exit point. When it's cold to the point, it'll turn liquid. An exit point for the gas? Why do I need an exit point for the gas if it's all going to turn liquid anyway? Prevent more gas into the loop. There already gas in the slot. I just cut it, I guess. I don't know. It's one of those things where unfortunately the problem kind of has to happen for me to know what to do to solve it. It's not that I don't understand what you're saying. It's just that I don't get it. I don't know how else to explain it. I understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, Magic Man, but Until I see the problem firsthand, I'm not going to know what any of those words mean. I had, and the thing is, I had the same issue. I got a lot madder about it, though. I had the same issue the first time I ever set up an aqua tuner setup. First time I ever set up an aqua tuner. I couldn't, like... I kept asking, what's the bridge for? What's the bridge for? I never got an answer, and it drove me up the wall all night. All I thought of, I was sleeping in bed, my eyes wide awake, like, what's the bridge for? What's the bridge for? And then it was only until I built it and I saw that it was still running without the aqua tuner being turned on, it was still able to move the liquids through, then I understood what the bridge was for. I guess I should start making these out of normal material instead of plastic because it's starting to melt. I need to get this temp out of here. Get it out of here. I still need to, like, put a vacuum here or something. No. No. Why is this petroleum 300? Okay, alright. Look, I get it. I understand what's happening here, right? The rocket is just cooking that petroleum, but the petroleum can handle it. But that's the funny part. It can handle it, and it takes that temp and sends it and cooks everything else. That's great. That's wonderful. I'm so glad things just set it and forget it. So, that's cool. And it's going to take like 1 billion years for that 300 temp to come down to a reasonable temp. It's got to travel a mile to hit the aqua tuner. And it goes down 14 degrees. Great. It's now no longer 312 degrees. It's 298. That's still going to cook everything. I'm going to lose it. The video, well, let's call it the video gamification, right? Of how things work does not work in this game. All right. This is a simulation, not a video game. It's simulation. You just don't sit things down and they work. There's consequences to your actions. Even something as simple as putting a liquid in a pipe. What kind of liquid is it? What kind of pipe is it? What's it made out of? Where's it being sent? How far is it being sent? Is it touching anything else? Is it in a vacuum? What's the temp going in? What's the transfer temp to everything that's surrounding? What's the surrounding area ambient temp? There's no end to it. I just want there to be an end. I want there to be a permanent solution to something. Anyway. It sucks. I can't really say it's going to be a future problem because it is a problem now. So I kind of have to do something about it. And I don't know what that is. Yes, I could take the liquid out, but I just got to put another one in. It turns out that the rocket's cooking the polluted water. That was actually a benefit because it was cooking the water off instead of that water holding the temp and being brought through all my devices. Cool. This is going to be a process and a half, but I'm already in like another thing right now, so let me get back. Let me reset my brain and think vents right now before we get back to pipes. I need to send this hydrogen through here, back up here, cut that, and then that's gonna go charge this once that's all built. And then I'm just gonna see a bunch of overheat messages for everything happening in space. That's all. Yeah, it turned into a cooking loop. It's not a cooling loop anymore. More aqua tuner. I hate it. I hate this building. I used to like the aqua tuner. I thought it was so cool. Water cooling, so neat. Base is so chilly. Until I put down like the 13th one, and I was like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm tired of them. I want more solutions. I'm tired of aqua tuners. I mean, it's a lot of wattage too on top of it. It's like, ideally, I'm not adding more. I'm trying to take out what ones I currently have. There's just no end to it. I still have to do like an individual. Okay, well, I mean, thankfully here, like this connection's already here. And then I guess there. Hey, these are not, these are not 100 grams, sir. This is far more than 100 grams. God, I hate gas valves. Come on. We'll just let that go into the room. Come on. What am I waiting on? Can you reach that? Yes, you can. Come on. Okay. Go here. Stop. Brother. No. No. Stop this. What are you going... Oh, wait. They actually have to put a pipe there. I broke the pipe. Ugh. I broke that pipe. Hold on. Stop. Don't go... Stop. Keep those 100 grams. Get the pipe. God, I hate when it wants to back up like that. It's everywhere in late game? Yeah, I know. Late game sucks. I want to go back. I want to go back to Cycle 1. I missed it already. I've been missing it for a long time. I'm so glad you needed 2 guys for that. Great. Alright. They can't get to these pipes, so I'll just do it like that for now. I just noticed that. And here we're already hooked up. Okay, 100 grams. It's not 100 grams, it's 1,000. Oh, what's up with that one? That's some BS. That's some BS. You mentioned that this is going to break anyway, right? God. No end of my problems. Stop. Cease. No. You're combining the 200 grams. Oh my god. No. And then what happens here? They backfill. gonna lose it. I just want to die. Oh, take me out, please. Please. Got any automation to shut off gas getting? Hey, can I just copy someone else's homework, please? I think if I play any further, I'm crashing out. Okay. I think I just need to take a break. Before I rage quit. I need to take a break. So I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow. I'm going to probably tackle this in my own time. Because I can't tackle this without time. And if I'm going to spend a lot of time mindlessly placing things and saying what works and what doesn't, I want to go watch some YouTube. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go eat, watch some YouTube, tackle this in my own time. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So long.